Hello everyone, Shintobean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and we're at the end of another season. The new Tanksgiving season is starting on Monday, November 25th, and we have a developer blog post here with all the details on what will be changing. We also got to look at the cosmetics, which are themed around the Iron Hands chapter of the Space Marines. If you look at the guaranteed cards in there, it's almost all Space Marine vehicles, and a number of these have not been in the general card pool, so there are some tanks that I don't have unlocked yet. For example, the Land Raider Banisher, the Predator Annihilator, and the Ball Predator. Those are guaranteed in this Battle Pass, so while they probably won't be competitive options in ranked mode, they might be fun to use in those max level campaigns. But let's take a look at the balance changes, starting with Space Marines. So first of all, we've got the Ultramarine Centurion Devastator, a very old card that was in the original roster. I think this one has been changed several times. Currently it's really not that good of an option, but it'll be going down 3 points, so it'll be at 22 from the new season. Then we got this 12-point Marine with Fear. You'll notice that I just stopped upgrading it because it's really not a very good card. It will be getting a pretty significant buff to its attack though, plus 10 to both ranged and melee. We got the 12-point Dark Angel's Intercessor, fairly new card, getting plus 10 health and plus 10 ranged. The Black Templar's Sword Brethren is going down 3 points, so it'll be at 21 points. Then we got Iron Chaplain Furnos, who has Regeneration, another card that just isn't really that great. He's going down 2 points, putting him at 26. Malkan Pharaohs, who also has Regeneration, is getting a significant buff to his attack stats, plus 10 to ranged and melee, so for the first time he might actually be worth using, at least with maybe like Azrael, where you want to alternate between attack types. Then we got the legendary Captain in Terminator armor with Furious Charge and Precision Shot. He was dropping 40 health, but getting plus 10 to his ranged and melee, so at max level, he actually hits pretty hard, especially when buffed by Inspiring Presence. So yeah, he'll be able to do a lot of damage on deployment. So that's it for Space Marines. Moving on to Eldari, we've got some questionable changes here. First of all, the Wraithlord with heavy weaponry. This has long been a powerhouse of a card with the Big Game Hunter Barrage combo, but it's getting its main trait changed from Big Game Hunter to Regeneration. So it'll have nowhere near the damage output as it has in the past, especially like in the 400-point max level events. Then we've got the Shining Spear Aspect Warrior with Melee Scout. This one is also getting its trait changed to Shield, which will make it a lot more tanky. An interesting choice. It does have a decent amount of health. I will say I haven't really used this one at all, so I mean Shield might make it a little more useful. I saw some people saying that Eldari, you know, they're supposed to be glass cannons, they don't really need a bunch of cards with like these defensive traits. But yeah. And for Servants of the Emperor, we've got Supreme Commander Trajan Valoris. I think he's had one of the weaker special rules for of all of the Supreme Commanders, so they are buffing that to 25% when it comes to both the damage increase and damage reduction. It does combo well with shields though. Then we've got the Imperial Robot with Regeneration and Precision Shot as its secondary. This one is another very old card, but it's getting an increase to its ranged attack, plus 10. Then for the Tyranids, we've got the Goliath Rock Grinder. This one's going down 3 points, taking it out of the Big Game Hunter threshold, which is kind of weird. I've noticed they've had a lot of like these really big vehicles that you would expect to be weak against Big Game Hunters, but they're now getting below the 40-point range. Like for Chaos, they've got like a Land Raider, which is under 40 points. It's kind of weird. It does make them a lot better though, just not being weak against Big Game Hunter. But yeah, this one, I mean, they could have just buffed like its stats though, I feel like. I mean, this thing has very low health, a lot less health than you would expect from a giant vehicle like that, so yeah, not the greatest card. Psychophage, also, yeah, Barrage for the secondary trait with its low ranged attack was not a very good fit for this one, so they're changing that to Fear. Of course, that'll only take effect from level 9 and above. Berserk and Fear, that's a decent combo. And that is all for the balance changes this season. Not too many significant changes. It's really not going to change up the meta very much, I don't think. We do have some more interesting cards getting added to the general pool, though. For the Tau, we've got 2 Kroots, including one legendary one, the Lone Spear. Then for Servants of the Emperor, Supreme Commander Trajan Valoris will now be in the general pool. As well as another Lord of War, the Beast Killer. That one's a fun one. We've also got the Custodes Heavy Dreadnought, which that's another pretty powerful card as well. So it's good to see those entering the general pool. We've got the Beast Boss for Oryx. That one's not particularly amazing. I think it has Big Game Hunter. For Eldari, we've got all of the Mandrakes joining the general pool. Then for Space Marines, the 2 Predator tanks. And then the Barbed Hierodule for Tyranids. It's a pretty big ranged monster. So yep, that's it for the Tanksgiving season changes. Let me know what you think. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.